Welcome to our show. I'm Peachy.
And I'm Elaine.
Today we're going to prepare steak fingers, which I am cutting up the steak on it. This is a round steak that we purchased at Quality Markets. It's nice and tender. I did marinate it, I will say that, because a lot of times the thick steak like this is a little tougher. I marinated it with an Italian dressing overnight, and that makes it really tender. You want to put the...
Yep. I have flour in this little plastic bag.
These might be too big.
I'm going to add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. And then you're going to shake the fingers in so that it's very coated. In your frying pan, you put your oil.
What kind of oil are you using, Elaine?
Cholesterol. No cholesterol. Yes, that's the only thing we use.
I think I'm going to cut it this way and then down.
I'm just going to...
This is really thick, but it's so tender.
I'm going to get this heated a little bit here. And you want to make sure that you have enough oil in the skillet.
Take some out and then put more in? I mean, start...
I wanted this here to get a little bit hot, see?
Okay.
So then it starts frying. Yep, see? Now it's good. You just put these in. I'm going to lower our heat a little bit.
Okay, there's your steak.
Okay. Now this here is another very simple recipe to do. You know, we try to think of all the working mothers and fathers who do the cooking, and you work all day long. You'd like to come home and have a nice meal, but you don't want to stay 2 hours preparing it either.
This doesn't take too long. This is all done in the frying pan. We don't have directions for microwaving on this. I think you have to fry it in order to get it brown texture. I'm going to clean this off.
You want to have your oil nice and hot so that it browns nice and even and quickly.
Then you have to add your onion. You have to wait till it browns a little?
You have to wait till it browns a little. Okay. Now get this stirred up a little bit here. The flour will be used as a base for thickening too, because it has a little sauce.
Yeah, it's almost stroganoff.
Stroganoff. Yep.
Okay, you have to have your onions.
Okay, while I'm doing this, Peachy, would you like to just kind of run through the delicious dessert that you're going to do?
Yes,
making
the one
fun
that
of me today.
Elaine gave me this delicious dessert. In fact, we selected what we were going to do on the show, and then she told me at the last minute that I was going to prepare it, so I'm going to be preparing it right along with you out there because it's quite involved, and I think we should have read over the recipe more before we started
Peachy,
preparing it. Okay.
See, you can learn it just as well as our viewers.
Okay, we start with 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of brown sugar. We have everything measured off here. It makes it a lot easier when you're cooking something or baking to have everything ready. 2/3 cups of margarine, which we did in the microwave. Melted it.
It works a little better when it's a little bit softer.
Yeah. And then we add the chopped nuts. I have another recipe that's quite similar to this. Peanut butter fudge bars. There are no calories at all.
None whatsoever. We take it all out.
Through the holidays, we're going to really be pushing the calories at you. But then come the first of the year, if you want to lose some weight, you watch our show. We'll try to find recipes that'll really help you take off some pounds, and after we put them all on them, right?
Yeah, right. Peachy, do you think you could just grab that bowl? Because now at this point, yeah, that's fine. I just want to have something. At this point here, your meat is almost nice and brown. You remove it from the skillet.
This is kind of crumbly. You got to get it really worked in the bowl here because I have to pat this into a baking dish.
It's an 8 by 11, Peachy.
Okay.
Now, if some want to, because I did try that, you can do this mixture even with your mixer on low.
This part here too?
Yes, you could.
It's awfully dry. I'm wondering if I should
Well,
use my fingers. I'm
it
half
is-
tempted to.
It is dry, very dry, Peachy.
Even when you pat it in the pan, it's
Well,
still dry.
it goes together. It's
It's a
surprising.
crumb. It's a crumb mixture.
The first
That's what
time
it
I
is.
made that, why, I was a little surprised because I thought, uh-oh, I wonder if something was wrong with the recipe because it seemed like it should be just a little bit,
I know
moister.
it does, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll try it and see what.
And you want to make ungreased. Don't grease your pan.
Okay. Well, it's got the margarine in it. That's why.
But
Okay.
sometimes people wonder, if they're supposed to grease it a little bit.
Now you want me to save some for the top,
You want some for the
like
top.
what? 1/3.
And an average to a cup and a half, actually, for that size. So
Is that enough for the
I
top?
think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, now this is nice and brown here,
Sit this over.
so I'm going to remove this from the skillet.
I am going to pat this down with my hands though, because it has to be patted when you bake it. Pressed into the pan. That looks pretty good. How's it look there, teacher?
Oh, fine.
Okay.
I like to spring things on Peachy every once
Yes,
in
I
a while.
noticed, Elaine. I think that would be kind of fun if we brought recipes we hadn't done
Oh,
before
boy.
and kind of,
Well, I know
So
what's
that
going
everybody
to... She'll
knows
get even with me, I'm sure.
how involved they can be.
Okay. Now we're going to add, you see, we still have
I got to put this in the oven here.
some
and let it
oil in the
brown a little.
pan here. We're going to add and saute the onions.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Anything I can do with you
I'm going to
there?
raise that up just a little bit now because I lowered it because it was cooking. But see how nice the meat looks, Peachy?
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It looks delicious.
Okay, you can really,
Start on this.
this
It's
way.
going to be a full half hour, I can see.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. So,
2 8 ounces of cream cheese, which I have in the bowl.
and
Then I add 1 cup of sugar.
we're just about ready to take a little break, Peachy. Do you think a little cup of coffee would taste good right now?
Yes, it might before I tackle this.
Okay, maybe calm your nerves.
That would help, yes, definitely.
So, and right now you can see I'm sauteing the onions. I have a pan of water boiling here because we're going to serve this over noodles. You can serve it over rice if you want to. But today we picked noodles. We thought that would be kind of good.
We had
So-
rice on one of the other previous
Yes,
shows.
yes.
So we like to kind of,
Yeah.
switch around and see.
We hope that for those who saw our show, that they did try 1 or 2 of the recipes.
Well, we'll be right back. Thanks.
I'll keep sauteing and you keep mixing,
Okay.
all right? So,
Here's a great gift idea from Quality Markets. The produce department is offering a wide selection of fresh fruit baskets. 10 standard baskets are available, as well as custom-made baskets in any price range, changing ingredients to complement the season. Our fruit baskets are made using only the finest extra fancy fruit available. To have a basket ready, just call. For a friend or for yourself, try a Quality Market fruit basket.
Find quality at Quality Markets. Quality Market.
It's the newest store in our growing family. It's Quality Markets in the Lakewood Village Center on Fairmont Avenue, the biggest store of all, with more of everything you've come to expect from Quality Markets. More produce, more deli, more dairy, and more cashiers. Everything is arranged to make shopping easier and more convenient than ever before.
Find quality at Quality Markets.
did you enjoy your coffee, Peachy?
Yes,
We
very
had a
much.
little coffee break while we were gone. I hope you did too. And now are you ready? We're going to start it again. So I'll put mine there and enjoy it later.
I started mixing the chocolate cherry squares. Do you have something to tell them first,
Yes.
Elaine, or you want? all
I
right.
removed the beef, the finger steaks from the skillet, and I added the onions, and I sauteed them, and you can see they're nice, just perfect. Little brown specks you see are little pieces left over the meat, but that's fine, that's flavoring. To this now, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of the flour that was left over that I shook the beef in the little plastic bag. And mix that around. This will form your juice there, your gravy, for a little bit, to make it a little bit thicker.
You haven't got your noodles on yet? No.
Nope.
How long do they have to cook?
Well, they won't take too long to cook.
Oh, I know what I wanted to mention. I wanted to mention this pretty azalea from Quality Markets. They have such beautiful plants just for the holidays, and this is one of the prettiest ones, and we, of course, got the pink to go with our apron.
To this now, I'm adding a teaspoon of Worcester sauce.
What was that?
Worcester sauce. And 2/3
We love
cup,
that word, don't we?
Yep, Worcester sauce. 2/3 cup of water. And stir this together.
You want a wooden spoon, or is that all right?
Well, this is fine.
Okay.
Okay? And then you just mix this up until you can see it's getting a little bit thick and not lumpy. While that's just cooking a little bit, Peachy, you want to continue
All right.
there?
I have the cream cheese in the bowl. I just added 1 cup of sugar, 2/3 cups of the cocoa, and 1/2 cup of milk. And now we read the recipe. Cream cheese, sugar, cocoa, milk, vanilla. Where do we put the vanilla? Over here. Okay.
And in the meantime, I've added some noodles to a little salted boiling water.
Okay, vanilla and beat until smooth. I have the eggs. Don't the eggs go in here? Before I beat it, right? Yes. Okay, this is kind of... This ought to be interesting, Elaine. Very
You're
interesting.
doing fine. You're doing fine.
Do you
At
know how to
this-
tell if the eggs are fresh?
Tell me.
We'll see. You put them in cold salt water, and if they go to the bottom, that means that they are fresh. If they rise to the top, throw them out.
Now,
Also, when you're buying, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Elaine.
No, that's
Also,
fine.
when you're buying eggs, if they're rough and chalky, that means that they are fresh. And if they're real smooth and shiny, then they're not the freshest eggs. Just a few little tips. Will this be all right now to start?
Sure. At this
Okay.
point here now, I've returned the meat to the skillet. And we'll heat this through. Now this dish is just about ready. So you can see, here's another one that's nice and easy to do, and it's very, very tasty.
I always start out this beater slow because I've had some experiences where you've turned it up and it's,
Especially with cocoa.
especially with cocoa. I don't care to wear cocoa all day. We've had a lot of experiences with eggs, haven't we, Elaine?
Yes.
I don't know if we even dare to tell you about the experiences with eggs. One time when I was first married, I was cooking some eggs on the stove, and my husband had gone out, and I was alone, and all of a sudden I heard this noise in the kitchen. I thought I had a prowler in the house, and I waited for like 2-3 minutes, petrified. I finally went in the kitchen, and the eggs had exploded all over the ceiling. So you learn you don't go off and leave hard-boiled eggs, don't you?
No, I found that out too. Peachy related this story to me, and I started to laugh because one time when my husband and I were first married, it was really a hot summer day, and I decided I was going to put some eggs on to make egg salad. And he decided that we should go for a nice little ride, so off we went. When we came home, oh boy, we opened the door and we could hear all this popping, and here are these eggs. They're popping all over the kitchen.
If you cook long enough, it's bound to happen once in a while, or once in your lifetime, right? Is this
Yes.
supposed to have these little lumps like in it, or should
Yeah.
I zap it up more?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
In the meantime, she's got her crust ready.
Yeah, I was baking it while we took a break.
Yes. Now, see? Doesn't that look good? Okay. Now I've returned the steak fingers to the mixture with the onions, and it's a little bit thick at this point here
Oh, it
now.
is thick, yes.
Yeah. Then I
There's
add
supposed to be water in it, or the
yes,
sour cream?
the sour cream goes now.
Yes,
So
that's right.
yeah.
And the spatula I need. What temperature are you cooking that at?
350. This or you?
No,
Yours?
you.
All I have it on 4. This is electric stovetop, so I had it on 6 to get it started, but
Well, is it true that if you cook steak a long time, it's going to
toughen?
toughen?
Yes. That's
Well,
why
then
you,
you have to,
you remove this while you do the onion, see, and then now
But sometimes you can put a roast in the oven, and you can leave it for like 4 or 5 hours on a real low oven.
low,
and it's
low, yes.
really tender.
Yes,
So how,
yes. Yes.
it's hard to judge.
It's just like a lot of people have found out that microwaving a roast, you know, they do it all day long, and it's just as tender as could be. Sometimes it gets so tender that it falls apart. It's very
Oh, yeah.
difficult to slice.
I'm going to fold in these cherries now.
Yes, okay.
How many cherries do I have here? Let's see. 1 cup chopped cherries. Okay.
Put this together.
This looks pretty.
That would be nice. You're going to see you garnish it with red cherries, but at Christmas time, we can add some green. Have 1 red and 1 red and 1 green. It'll be nice for Christmas.
I got to spread this over here so we can get it in the oven.
Yep.
Boy, this looks like a good-sized recipe.
Yeah,
These are
it
going to
makes
be
nice.
good, thick squares.
Now, if you feel that it's too much, you can just divide it in half and make it and use a small
Yeah,
square pan,
smaller
an
square
8
pan,
by
yeah.
8. So,
Okay. Our sink is getting pretty filled.
yeah, that dishwasher hasn't come again.
Maybe one of the boys would volunteer, I'm sure. If we make a deal with them, if they try the food, they can do our dishes. Okay,
I'm
now
sure they're
we
going to
have
want to try this.
This is all ready to go in the oven. I put the crumb mixture on before it goes
Yes,
in the oven, right?
yes, and you also put your, you can at this point put your cherries, the half cherries, or put it on when it comes out.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
I'll
matter.
put it on when it comes out.
Yeah, that's what I did.
All right.
So,
This looks like an awful lot of crumb mixtures. What size is this? Doesn't look like a 9 by 13.
no, it's an 8 by 11.
Sure, I'm doing the recipe, so she gives me the smaller size dish.
See, you weren't paying attention. I said that in the beginning.
No, I wasn't paying
No,
attention.
see?
Well, listen, when I get engrossed in a recipe,
Especially
I
the
don't,
first time, right?
The first time,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
You don't
It's-
notice anything.
You're afraid that you're going to do something wrong.
Right.
Well, it's almost time to take a break again, so you continue and so will I, and we'll be back.
I'm going to have some more coffee.
Yes, that sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good. How about you getting your cup of coffee too, or tea, whichever you prefer.
It's the time of the season to stock up for the holidays. Fill your shopping cart with these special sanitary holiday products. Traditional eggnog, holiday nog with no sugar added, and premium Southern Comfort nog. Low-fat frozen yogurt in a variety of flavors. Light sour cream, half the fat, calories, and cholesterol. Original French onion chip dip and new zesty ranch flavor vegetable dip. And don't forget these all-time favorites. 'Tis the season to stock up on special holiday products from Sanitary.
At Quality Markets, our #1 priority is clean. We take it as a challenge at Quality Markets. Our staff is constantly on the lookout for anything that doesn't belong there. Looking to clean up that spill, dust that shelf, rearrange some products, and we do it all because we're proud. Proud of our stores and proud of our commitment to our customers. We want you to keep coming back to Quality Markets.
Find quality, quality markets.
Hi. Well, we're back again. We had another little break here. We hope you did too. I got the last here of the sour cream added to the meat and the flour, Worcester sauce, and the onion. And in the meantime, I had some boiling salted water, just a little salt, and the noodles are
Did
ready.
you put any oil in that water? Sometimes they say to put a little bit of
I know,
oil.
but do you know what?
What?
If you listen to the real gourmet cooks, they tell you not
We're
to do
gourmet.
that. I know,
We're not
but
cooks, we're
you know,
kitchen,
yeah.
down-home
But they
kitchen
tell you not
cooks,
to
yeah.
do that because the oil lingers on the noodles. And
Oh,
I don't
really?
know.
Now
I don't know
didn't-
how true
now
that
that's
is,
something else
but
she's
you know.
teaching me.
Okay, Peachy.
This is my little pear mouse that I made, and I'm going to show you how to make it, hopefully right now. You remove the stem, Then you have to slice, well, I'll tell you a story. When I go into the produce department, like you look at pears and apples and different things like that. When I look at fruit and vegetables, I look for animals. I mean, like I do turtles with apples. I look for a mouse that looks like or the pear that's shaped like a mouse. So you try to find one that has sort of a little slope to it like this. I also look at the lemons and I try to find a little pig that I'll be doing. I do a slice. It's just a hair under the center. And this part here you save, and this part is the mouse part. All right, and I'm going to spray it with my lemon juice. Then I'm going to cut a slice here that I'm going to cut the ears out with. Now sometimes it gets too thick, depending. On the pattern that you'll be able to pick up at Quality, I'll have a little diagram so that you can lay that right on the pear and cut around it, which makes it a lot easier. A lot of times when you say, well, you're going to cut like the shape of an ear, I think I'm going to cut down the center here. And I want to leave this like I have on here, the little brown part on the top. So I'm going to sort of angle this around like this.
And what is
that's
your
gonna be
little
one
pear's
little
name?
ear. Well, I haven't got a name. Well, oh yes, I do too. I decided this morning, since he has the little festive tail there, the holiday tail, he's the little holiday mouse. What is it? There's a lot of little holiday mouses. In fact, I have a lot of mice on my Christmas tree.
Isn't that funny?
I have a
do
Christmas
too.
tree with a lot of different different ornaments on it. In fact, I have ornaments given to me throughout the years, and I always save them and remember special occasions. Okay, now I'm going to spray this with the lemon juice. Then I'm going to make a slit just a little bit past the nose. I had a seminar one time on garnishing, and someone went and put the ears way on the back. I'm telling you, and try to keep a straight face when they say, "How did I do?" I didn't want to embarrass them in front of everybody, but you could tell by looking at it that it was not where it was supposed to be. I'm just making a little section here for the ear, and as I said, it's better to mount it with a toothpick, 2 toothpicks if you have room, but this one here, I think I can get it on just the one, so that I have the one ear on. Then I'll make another little slit. These are so easy, and they're so cute looking for garnishing. I mean, if you're doing a cheese plate and you want to have a little mouse on the cheese plate, that looks really cute. Now, I should have brought some cheese for the mouse today. I like to have food for the little characters. Okay, there's the 2
Peachy,
ears.
if you want to just glance over here because you thought
Okay.
it was too thick.
Yeah.
You see, once you add that, then it's perfect.
yeah.
You wouldn't want it any thinner.
It looks delicious. You're going to
So-
put it on the plate here
Yep,
pretty soon?
I'm going to get this ready while you're still
All right.
talking about your mouse.
Okay. Then for the eyes, we use cloves. Cloves I use for a lot of eyes on the little, on the lemon pigs and all the different characters. Then for your, what do I want to call, whiskers. Okay, we take a colored toothpick, and I'm going to break it in half and put it in like one toothpick broken in half on one side, and on the other side, green, because we want him a festive mouse. And then for the tail, I have this pencil laying here, which I lay my pipe cleaner along the pencil and just wind it around and slide the pencil off, and there you put his little tail in. There, so you have his little tail.
See,
And
now,
he's all ready for a bite of cheese, which I didn't bring. Let's give him a little bite of pear.
little part of
Now, what are you
okay.
doing on
All right, now I
yours?
had put the noodles on the bottom, and then I spread the beef on top, and then you take a little bit of parsley and you decorate.
That looks nice.
Okay, Peachy, if you would like to do your recap of the chocolate cherry
Okay.
squares.
The chocolate cherry squares are 2 cups of unsifted flour, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, 2/3 cups margarine, 1 cup of chopped nuts, 2 8-ounces cream cheese, 1 cup of sugar, 2/3 cups cocoa, 1/2 cup of milk, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 cup of chopped cherries. A lot of ingredients here. Yes.
Yes,
Okay. That's it. All right. you
Okay,
can
and the
start
steak
with your
fingers
steak
are
fingers.
1 cup of stripped round steak or whichever kind of steak you prefer, salt and pepper to taste, 1 cup of flour, 1/3 cup of shortening, 1 cup of onion, 1/3 cup of water, 1 teaspoon of Worcester sauce, and 1 cup of sour cream.
Okay, sounds good.
And that's what that looks like. This is our little holiday mouse. Now Peachy will finish up with
Put
to
some
show you
more of
what
these
the cherry squares
cherry
look like.
squares. These are delicious looking. I don't want to use that to take that out because I might crack
But you
it.
could see when you have the green cherries, you could have one square red,
Red and a
one
green
green,
and a red
then
and a
you've got
green.
another.
Sure, would be really pretty.
And of course, everybody who likes chocolate will certainly like these.
I'm sure that Tim and Keith won't care about these, so we'll just take care of these ourselves, right, Elaine?
Well, I don't know. You know what
I'm
Keith
kind of
told us
anxious
a little
to
while
try
ago?
these. What?
He says he only eats good when we at the cooking
Oh,
show.
yeah, yeah. I've heard that before.
Yeah, so, Peachy and I thought that maybe we'd like to give you a little tip at the end of each day. And this isn't with cooking, but maybe you'd like to know with the holiday coming that anybody who likes to burn candles for their table, if you put your candles in your freezer for a couple of days before you're going to use them, then the day you're going to
Really?
use them, they'll burn much longer and they'll stay nice.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So,
Well, that is a
like I
a
say,
great
that doesn't
idea.
relate to cooking, but it does for the holiday time. We're going to try to do this. Give them a little
Yeah,
hint
right.
for
Little
different
pointers and
things.
tips like that.
Yes. So,
We'd like to hear from you out there, too. We'd like to know if people are enjoying our show. We're
Yes.
having a great time.
and remember that the recipes are in all quality markets, and also the decorating tips that Peachy's been doing. So don't
Garnishing,
hesitate to
yes.
ask for them.
And if you go in there and you don't find them, just tell someone at the service desk or one of the cashiers that you're interested, and I'll make a special attempt to get it to the store for you.
Or even someone that's around the offices, like the smaller stores, maybe
Yeah.
right at the office area. So, but we do hope that you are enjoying the show. Like Peachy says, we enjoy doing it, and I really think now, Peachy, it's
Sample time?
sample time,
Okay.
and you've been wanting to try the chocolate
Yes, I
squares.
have.
So
I think I'll,
we hope you do too, and
I'll cut
that
one
you
in
like
half.
them. Okay.
they look awfully,
And I know,
they look a little rich.
yeah, they're a little rich. You don't need a lot, so if you wanted to, you could
They
cut them
taste
even.
like fudge.
Yeah, you could cut them in smaller pieces if you'd like.
You want to try a
So,
little sample?
Would I? Oh, should I?
I
Goodbye.
have a habit of wiping my hands on my apron.
Don't all cooks? So, well, it's time to say goodbye. Hope you come again. We'll be back. Bye, Peachy.
Bye-bye.